Hi everyone, Rose Wildsmith here. Today I'm going to talk about why I've decided to switch to spiral bound sketchbooks. Up until recently I have been using this kind of sketchbook, which is bound in the normal way, bound with string, look. But in this book, which is by Shelley Rhodes, who's one of my favourite artists, this is called Sketchbook Explorations and I'd highly recommend it. I'll put all the information in the description. In this book, she talks about using spiral bound sketchbooks, and she says that she uses Euro wire bound sketchbooks from C. White of Brighton, which is what this is. I've got some of these. It says the quality of paper is good for accepting most types of media. I like the way the Euro wire bound sketchbooks open up completely flat. The page can fold back on itself, which enables me to machine stitch the paper. This format also allows me to remove and add pages easily by snipping the page through the metal spiral. So I'll just show you what she is talking about. So when you open up the sketchbook, when you get it new, it has this page in the front, and what I did was I cut it out so that I can use this as a template. And I just use some little scissors and turn the page like this, and then I just do this and then snip like this, snip. And then that means that you can tear the page out like this. So when you've finished with the page, you can put it back in by doing this and just sort of push these little bits back through. And because the paper's quite thick, this is actually quite strong. It won't tear out, which is what I usually am worried about with spiral bound sketchbooks and things. But this is great because you can take it out, you can work on it as an individual sheet, which is much easier than working in a book sometimes. Like Shelley mentions, you can put it through the sewing machine. So if you've got just a sheet like this, you can easily turn it round to put it in the sewing machine. The other thing you can do is use your template to make new sketchbook pages out of other paper. So for example, I've got this here and I want to put it into this sketchbook. So let's see if I've got my template. Here's my template for this little sketchbook. So I'm going to maybe do it like this. And then if you just draw the circles here, then you can cut it out. Now what's really handy here is if you've got one of these eyelet punch things that's about the right size, because you can punch each circle one by one. Like this. But don't despair if you don't have one of these tools. You can also use an ordinary hole punch for this. It's actually maybe a bit easier if you turn it upside down, take the bottom off, but then you can line up the hole by looking through. There you go. So you can use either one. And then you just snip into the holes on the side like you did when you were snipping out the page, and then you can put it into your sketchbook. Let's see, the same way. So you just flip them in like this. There we go. And because you can put pages in and take pages out, it also means you can change the order of the pages. So let's say I want to have this sewn page here next to this sewn page. I can take this one and move it, which is kind of cool. There we go. So another thing I like about the ring bound sketchbook, it can go all the way over like this, and that means you can stuff it full with as many pages as you like. You can see that this sketchbook is getting quite full already, and I haven't even got to the end yet. Because you can add in new pages, you can just keep adding more and more and more. You can make it as thick as you like. It's not going to destroy the integrity of the sketchbook. Now another benefit is that you can take just a few pages out of your sketchbook if you're travelling or something. Travel light. You could even just, if you're going on a walk and you wanted to take a page of your sketchbook with you, just take one page. You don't have to take the whole book with you. And then when you get back, you can slip it back into your sketchbook. You can also make different sizes of pages for a bit of variety. Here I've used a paper bag, so you might want to turn magazine pages or recycled things. This is a piece of scrapbook paper and I've turned it into a page in my sketchbook. I quite like the flexibility of it. Here, for example, I've got a piece of momigamied paper, and it would be impossible to momigami a page in here because to scrunch it up you need to be able to manipulate the whole page. But here I was able to, well actually this was a different piece of paper that I'd scrumpled up, and I think I'd ice dyed it. There's a video about that which I can link to here. But then I have been able to turn that into a page in my sketchbook. I don't have to stick it onto a page in my sketchbook. It can actually just be the page. So this is quite new for me. I've only got 2 little sketchbooks and I am trying it out using a ring bound one instead of my normal one, but so far I love it. I'll report back, see how I get on with it in a few months after I've been trying it out for a while. But yeah, really curious to hear your thoughts on this. This is why I'm changing to ring bound sketchbooks. Okay, see you on the next video. Bye bye.